Hi, everybody. It's your favorite knight's third favorite knight, Admiral Loark the Dashing, and I'm back with another Amtgard Basics tutorial. Today, we're going to talk about probably the thing that you need to know the most, the thing that's going to change your entire life, the thing that if you are a starting fighter, will turn you to a decent starter, and will turn you from a beginning fighter to intermediate, and help you get to these higher advanced levels that you're probably looking to go to eventually. And that's blocking. Blocking. So in Amtgard, when a strike legal surface is coming at you, you are allowed to block it with either a weapon, a shield, hold up your shield, Bob, thank you, or a hand that is on a piece of equipment. And that's why you'll see a lot of fighters are wearing things to protect their hands, called gloves. I tend to wear these Everlast MMA style gloves. Lacrosse gloves are also very popular and are probably the state of the art. All right, so if we're going to talk about blocking, if we're going to break it down real easily, and I have to remember that I have a microphone, so I don't have to speak super loud to reach the camera. All right, there are 4 basic blocks. Okay, and you'll find that people will stand sometimes in these as just guard positions that they're chilling out in the middle of the fight. So it is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. All right, so to break those down, number 1 will form a 45-degree angle with the blade to our hand, and our arm will be extended away from our body. Elbow not completely locked out. Don't lock out your elbow. That's really bad for your health. All right, so we're going to keep that at a rougher angle, okay? And when you are looking at your opponent, what you want to do is cover their shoulder with your fist. So as it stands right now, my assistant Balbane's here, I can't see his shoulder past my hand, right? This way, when he throws something like a diagonal chop at me, it's probably going to hit my hand, right? And that's key, okay? That's the key. I want to make sure that when that strike legal surface is coming at me, I am putting something in the way. That time I didn't. I got hit. I got hit again, right? But if I'm in this nice position here, it keeps that in the way and works pretty well. If he throws something towards this side of my body, even like that, whoop, okay, just straight down, please. Yeah, they're still in the way. For him to be able to hit my body, he has to go around my sword. And so that brings us to block number 2. Block number 2 is the exact same thing, but on the other side. We're just going to go whoop, right? And once again, I'm covering his shoulder with my hand. And that way, I keep that nice 45-degree angle. If I shoot straight for his sword side, it's not going to work out. If I shoot for his backside, he can put that right in the way. And it cuts me off. All right? Now, blocks 3 and 4, all right, we're going to do a level change. I want you to do a level change when you do it, right? Meaning, I want you to squat a little bit. So we're going to squat a little bit. I'm going to put my elbow right up against my body, and I'm going to turn my hands out 45 degrees. Okay, so here's 3. Bam! And that helps me block these sorts of shots that are going to come from my right side hip. Okay? That way, bam! And once again, we've cut off the angle, okay? We've cut off the lanes. Lanes are going to be a thing I want to talk about in a more advanced concepts video. Remember, no advanced techniques, only simple, basic techniques done at the right time. But there are advanced concepts to understanding why they work. And then on the other side, we're just going to do the exact same thing, but it's on the other side. Now, you might have to dig in kind of deep if you're kind of like a wider person. Or you have short arms. You have to dig a little deep, rotate that hip out a little bit, and make sure you get that nice 45-degree angle. And so if something is coming to wrap this side, that way I block it out there. And then any blocks I do are going to be, any other blocks you do are basically derivative of that. If my opponent was to try a flat slap to my inside wrist, okay, you'll see I block it by bringing my hand vertical. This isn't a good guard position to stay in because I'll get overwhelmed quickly, but it is essentially a modification of block number 2, right? I'm going from 1 to 2, and on the way, I block that middle strike. And that's blocking. If you want to practice your blocking, which you should want to practice your blocking, all right? I suggest a very simple drill called block strike. For you beginners, don't use this as a conditioning drill. Use this as a learning drill. And to show you how this works as a learning drill, my opponent and I are going to stand 1 sword length apart, right? Can you see that on camera? Not really, but you'll see we're pretty close. And then one of us is going to throw a shot. Pop. Oh, yep. Go ahead. Right? He throws a shot, and I got hit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to continue with the drill. So I got hit. I'm going to throw a shot back at him. He tries to block, and then I try to block the strike he throws back. Now we're going to do this nice and slow. As you can see, I've gotten hit a couple of times, but that's okay. And this helps me train my blocking. And we're just going to keep doing this for a little bit. That can also be done as a conditioning drill, but we'll talk about that in another video. Anyways, that's it for us here today. So bye.